Alrighty, what up, y'all? So, motorcycle therapy time, because, I mean, you know the deal by now. If you've watched my stuff, I got some shit to bitch about. Well, not really. I actually had an epiphany because of something my daughter said, and it was very innocuous, and it was over something stupid, but I'm going to tell you about it right now. So, me and my daughter were talking. Today's topic, by the way, is just old habits, right? That's not, we not doing the old shit no more. We evolving past that. So, my daughter rolled up to me and was like, yo, you got any oatmeal cream pies? And I was like, I have no idea. And she like, what? And it threw me off because I'm like, yo, listen, I post this in a lot of my videos. I always reference it. I'm a snacky. I got a snack bowl. Listen, usually it's a variety of stuff. I usually got Ho-Ho's, Twinkies, cupcakes, Little Debbie, Cosmic Brownies. I do Hostess Twinkies, Hostess cupcakes. I don't mess with Little Debbie's cupcakes. Something about them I don't like. Cosmic Brownies, definitely. The donut sticks, yes sir. I have donut tays, the little white boys, the little powdered boys, and the chocolate boys. I keep those in the cabinet in the kitchen. I got some gummy bears, I got some gummy worms, I even have some trolleys for my daughter, I got some caramel corn. I don't really like popcorn like that, she does. I got Doritos, whatever. The bowl, Thin Mints, or not Thin Mints, what the fuck this shit's called from the hotel, the Andes Mints. Like, there's always something in the bowl. And she asked me and I didn't know because I ain't looked at the bowl. Because I've been on a weight loss, I don't want to say journey. Look at that sky, that's pretty. I've been on a weight loss mission, right? I've lost about 14 and some change pounds. I'm down from 220 to about 205 and some change. I am not counting the 15 till I get 205 flat. Anyway, I broke the habit of just running to my snacks, right? So every morning, I do a protein shake. I don't really eat breakfast. I eat lunch. If I eat a big lunch, I eat a small dinner. If I eat a small lunch, I eat a pretty big dinner. If I eat a snack during lunch, I'm not eating a snack during dinner. If I don't eat a snack during lunch, I'm definitely doing a snack at dinner. But I don't double stack. I'm not going to snack twice a day. It's like spending money. I spent my calories earlier in the day because I have trained myself to get out of the habit of snacking so much. I'm still going to eat bullshit. I always going to eat bullshit because bullshit tastes good. God damn, it tastes good. But I just have to limit it, right? I have to do my portion management. I still eat the same amount of food or the same types of food that I eat. I just eat smaller amounts. And I've talked about some videos before. It got me thinking about other stuff. Like when I used to, I had to change my mindset about it because now when I'm seeing what I'm doing, I'm like, nah, I can't do that. I need to do this later. Or if I know I'm going out, hanging with the boys or doing whatever, I'm like, yo, I'm gonna just eat a little something because I know I'm gonna do something later. And then, you know, my weekly caloric deficit, I'm not really counting calories, but I know that it's something because I've increased my activity because I got back on my workout game. Now, when I deployed back in, I want to say 2009, when you deploy, you ain't got shit else to do but like walk and work out and do stuff. I was swole, man. I was looking good. And I'm gonna post a picture, not of that when I was looking good, but of a few months after I got back. I was just, I just was gross looking to me, right? And I was like, what the fuck? Like, I got tired of working out. I just got off the wagon, and then I just, every time I thought about working out, I was like, I don't want to do that. Now, since I've been back on my workout grind, and I've seen a lot more results, and for my age, I think I look pretty good. You know, I came back from a deficit, which means I was like, well, okay, I was fat-ish. I was thick, and then I came down. And then I ain't had no shape. I had no definition. I was just sloppy looking. To me, I walked by the mirror and I was like, ugh, don't nobody want to fuck that. Honestly, that's what my brain said. And I was like, let me get back on my grizzle. So I did that, right? And I reestablished my workout routine. So now the way I used to feel about not working out, I'm sorry, wait, did I say it backwards? The way I used to feel about working out is how I feel about not working out now. I used to be like, man, damn, I got to work out. Like, I don't want to. Oh, I gotta get all sweaty and I gotta go run and I gotta blah blah blah, it's gonna hurt. Now I've rebuilt my routine. I'm like, I'm upset when I don't get a workout in. If I don't get a chance to do my weekly whatever, you know, my arms, my legs, my back, you know, shoulders, core, I'm like, yo, I need to get this done because I talk about my progress video. I ain't trying to lose my progress. I don't know what kind of shift that was, but I screwed that up. And I'm like, yo, I'm not going into the old habit of being a fat ass. Because if I do happen to get a little extra snack, not that I'm saying this is a be-all end-all, because, you know, people say you cannot work a bad diet. Yeah. Marathon runners do it because they burn so many calories. I'm not a marathon runner. I'm just saying people can't do it. It's just not as, it's rare, right? So I just know that I might have to do a couple of extra laps, or I might have to do a couple of extra reps, pick up something heavy to burn a few extra calories, or, you know, to do something to mitigate what I just did with the bad juju of extra snacks. But I'm not going to go overboard. I'm not about to be snacking the shit out of it. And I thought about some more stuff, which is where I get more in depth, right? Because I went from snacks to emotional shit because I was talking to my daughter. And I realized I'm talking to my daughter. I'm not talking at my daughter. Me and my daughter have great conversations now. We be chit-chatting, talking about all kind of stuff. 18-year-old level stuff, because at heart, I'm still a very young, spry man, and I can't. I try to relate to my daughter, but, whatever. And she tries her best to relate to me because I'll be talking about stuff. She'd be like, man, what? I'm like, oh, yeah, you don't know that reference because you ain't never seen that movie. Anyway, I realized that I'm talking to her, and I'm never going back to the old habit of talking at her. Sometimes she make me want to. Don't get me wrong. But the benefits of me maintaining our current relationship greatly outweigh me falling back into an old habit. Like, she does upset me. I'm not going to say she doesn't. She does 18-year-old teenager shit. Like, yo, well, you got no gas in your car, but you saying you about to go over to your friend's house. How you going to get there? Oh, I don't, like, you got no money in your account to get the gas. So were you going to ask me for gas money, or were you just going to drive off into the sunset on hopes and dreams and prayer? Like, what are you doing? Think ahead. I'll get into dad mode. You know how dads get. And I'm like, let me stymie that a little bit. Let me approach this a little better. I still get my point across, but I don't yell at her. I mean, we're not fighting. I'm not, hey, I'm about to, do, stuff like, I'm going to relate this to the little bit of a story later. And, I would just get mad at her. I would put her on punishment. I would shut her phone off because I pay the bills. You want something from me. You're not doing what you're supposed to do. I'm shutting shit off because I'm dead. I'm just, we have a talk. I'm like, yo, fix this, please. We need the teamwork, And I brought this up in plenty of videos, but I just refuse to go back to that because I don't like it. She didn't like it. It wasn't comfortable for either of us, and honestly, I don't know why I ever did it. So I got myself out of that because I went to, the divorce and the family stuff and, counseling. I'll talk, we've done the counseling and try to be a better person. I go to self-improvement courses, and I'm like, man, why the fuck? When I look back at my old self, I go, you are a fucking asshole. Not super mean. Now I want to say, let's just say I had a lot of room for improvement because I'm still a nice guy. It's just once you push me past the, not like, oh, fucking internet nice guy. No, I really am nice. I treat my family well. I treated my daughter well. It's just once you piss me off, it's like, bro, I would just not snap, but I would just get instantly mad and I'd be grumpy and, just me. I ain't never been violent. I ain't never been like call people out of their names and treat people bad, but just the overall aura, like my presence would make the house uncomfortable because I'm just like upset because I'm actually keeping it all in because I don't want to yell. I don't want to get mad. Am I getting rained out? And that would just torture me because I'm like, I'm pissed off at y'all and I want to yell so bad and I'm not doing it. So rather than not yelling and keeping it in or yelling and letting it out, I decided to modify the way I present the information to the people I need to present it to. Crazy. Now, if you take that to, I would say, work stuff, right? I do the same thing. One, I'm in a leadership position. I don't fall back into the old habits of trying to slough off work when I was such a young NCO. I'm like, pass it off. But really, I jump head first into challenges now because I need to show my young folks this is how you do it. I need to be the example for them, and I need to do the things that I say I'm going to do because if I don't, I'm a shitty leader. I'm not a good example. I'm not somebody they should follow or respect. And I don't like that. It's just not how I operate, right? So I'm not going to fall into those habits again. That's not something I even think about because I don't worry about it. I do talk a lot of shit. I did have to watch that because in front of my troops, my smart assness again, I had to replace my filters when I did my other video about, how I talk on YouTube versus how I talk in real life because I have grown in my career. I be at work sometimes because I have to. Now, the last thing, I did personal. I did, physical fitness, health, food, snacks, relationship with daughter, relationship with work, and of course I always got to hit some romantic shit because that's the toughest thing for me to do. For whatever reason, I don't know why I still can't get it right. Because I used to. I used to get mad at my ex-wife and whatever girlfriend I would have, and I would say that I would do the same thing. I would just go get quiet and be like, I want to yell at you so bad. And the fucked up thing is I've always paid all the bills. What I look like telling my ex or whoever, like, bitch, I'm about to shut your phone off because you pissed me off. I can't do that. And at the same time, I used to just be like upset more often than not because you grown. Why am I talking to you like a child? In my mind, I'm thinking I'm talking to you like a child because I keep having to repeat myself And I keep having to go over the same thing that you should have got the first or second time. Sometimes I don't get things the first time, maybe not because I don't want to do it. I'll do it, but I just don't understand it and it don't click. What I used to get was you ain't doing it and you ain't understanding it. So I'm like, God damn, I can't even get 50% of what I'm asking for. That used to drive me out of my mind. And after a while, I would just get argumentative. And again, I wouldn't yell at my daughter, but me and my exes, I have a projected voice at times. Never again, never violent, never none of that shit. I did punch a refrigerator once. That was a long time ago. Cause I couldn't. I don't want to be violent. Bitch, will you straight line? What are you doing? That's why jaywalking's illegal. I'm like, yo, what the? It was one of them things. It was like, I want to say years building of stress, and I was just like, motherfucker, and I just left the house. That was stupid. And I still got that refrigerator. Anyway, it's one of those things where now, instead of falling into those old bad habits, going to the self-improvement and going to all the other shit, like, I don't yell at anything, for anybody, for any reason. I got tired of yelling. Sore throat, headaches, you know. And then even after all the yelling, like, what, did my shit get done? So if my shit ain't gonna get done anyway, I could at least, this is gonna sound weird, I can at least save my throat, pause, and have spoken about what I need to speak about in a normal speaking voice. Yes, I will be passionate about some stuff, but I'm still not yelling, you know? I'll express myself at room temperature. And if you weren't gonna do it when I was yelling, you ain't gonna do it when I'm not yelling, so you ain't gonna do it anyway. So I just get my point across, move around. Not falling back into that old shit, because I don't need to be intimidating. I don't want to be intimidating. I want to be respected. And those things can be mutually exclusive, but respect through fear is not really respect to me. That's just fear with a mask on. And I'm not fucking with that. I need you to I need you to actually respect me. I'm sorry, but if y'all see what I saw, y'all have been saying what's happening too. And I just don't like that as well. It's not part of my persona. I don't want it to be part of my persona. I don't like it for me. And I don't like it for my audience either. So the big moral of the story is, yes, you can break old habits. Yes, you might fall back into them, but you have to pay attention and see if you see yourself listing, waning, falling backwards into something you don't want. But there's also some old habits that I had to get back into that I liked. Like I said, when I was working out, when I was deployed, I was a big swole man. And then I was just, you know, swole man when I got back. So I had to re-evaluate which habits I wanted to keep, take on to the next phase of my life and journey and all that shit, and which habits I wanted to get rid of. And it was way more that I wanted to get rid of than I wanted to keep. Yeah. Evolution. Get you some. I'm out.